All good.
Okay, so there we go, people. Great evening, everyone. Welcome to the 86th episode of Beautiful Minds with me, Kirthi. It's a live chat show with unsung heroines around the world, and today with me, I have got Kalpana ma'am. What should I tell you? She's not an unsung heroine, but still, I think that she definitely needs to be in our show today. So that's the reason I thought I'll invite her. She is a motivational speaker, she's an actor, she's a TEDx speaker, and yes, she is an entrepreneur as well. But we'll come to know about her from her own way, her own style. I think that's Kalpana ma'am's style. And ma'am, officially welcome to my show.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now
I
before we go
I
ahead,
don't like so much being said about me. I start becoming very conscious and
embarrassed.
I'm like, did I really do that? No, not me.
I know. I think that is the most embarrassing thing which we can do with someone who has got a lot of attitude and someone who's like in a very, yeah, I'm a very serious person. You all of a sudden just make them feel like you have done a lot of things. Like, oh my God, that's not so great. But it's not about making you embarrassed, but it was just to let people know that who do we have today and how good is to have you here. So it is all good. And before we go ahead and get to know about you more, I wanted to share this with the audience out here. How did I actually meet Kalpana ma'am? It was never ever expected that we'll meet each other. Long back, or I would say like still there is something named as like a clubhouse where accidentally during the COVID time I got in and we came to speak to each other, came to know about each other. And at that time itself, I had you in my mind like, okay, now, there will be a day when I'll try to invite you and I hope that you will come. But it was so simple for me. I just gave a message and you were like, no problem, we're just on. And that was the most happiest thing for me. So, Kalpana ma'am, thank you so much once again for joining here. And it's on to you, Kalpana ma'am. Can you just start from where are you actually and how does this each profile come into your life? Because it's a surprise for me and for I'm sure for the audience as well. So, it's on to you.
So I'm a Mumbaikar, though I was born
Mm-hmm.
in Kolkata, and we
Mm-hmm.
moved to Mumbai when I was 7 years old. I've studied here my entire education here, married, children, everything. Then
Uh-huh.
at the age of 30, we moved, rather when I was 30, we moved to Bangalore because
Okay.
I'm a Guju by nature, and
Uh-huh.
Gujus don't like to work for somebody else. So, there was something biting me. I was working with Citibank. Now, Citibank, as everybody knows, one of the best paymasters in the banking industry. That time.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I
Yeah.
don't know. So, if there is some other banker, they will say, no, 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 our bank is better paid. I don't know. But during my time, so they were the
Mm-hmm.
best paymasters. And
Mm-hmm.
but there was something biting me, something which was causing me to not be happy. And
Mm-hmm.
we, as a family, we took a decision that we will move to Bangalore. In fact, we
Uh-huh.
did a test of whether Pune or Bangalore. So we found
Mm-hmm.
Bangalore to be more cosmopolitan, more accepting at that time. Punekar, if you're
Okay.
listening in, you listen. Don't take it wrong. At that time, you all were not. Today, Pune is very, very cosmopolitan. So I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Now I'm talking of a very, very old story. I'm talking of 30 years back. So
Okay.
30 years back, Pune was too traditional, and we wanted to start a business, and we were planning on doing it in cotton sarees. So we
Mm-hmm.
found that most of the brands who were starting in India, rest of India, before they came to
Mm-hmm.
Mumbai, before they came to Delhi and all, they first
Mm-hmm.
did a test in Bangalore, and Bangalore was
Okay.
just opening out. And even then,
Mm-hmm.
it was known as a retirement people's paradise. Okay, and when I shifted, we
Okay.
used to live 5 kilometers from where our store was. Five
Okay.
kilometers.
All
And when
right.
people asked us, where do you stay? We used to say, oh my God, you're traveling 5 kilometers
Huh?
to go back home.
Okay.
Okay? So you can
Yeah.
imagine how it was. It was like
Right.
everything that you need is within a certain distance, a kilometer or two.
Mm-hmm.
You're not
Yeah.
traveling much.
Mm-hmm.
Everything shuts down at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon because
Okay.
everybody wants to go home for lunch and then siesta. And then things will, start trickling open by 4, 4:30 or 5. And by
Okay.
7, 7:30, everything is closed. Okay? And any Bangalore people who listen in or are there live, they will tell you that 100 Feet Road in Bangalore, Indiranagar, is one of the busiest roads today. Those
Uh-huh.
days when I used to have to, ride home my bike at 8 o'clock in the
Mm-hmm.
night, I used to
Mm-hmm.
be, looking like this. Oh my God, it'll be completely dark.
Oh
Nobody
my
on the
God.
roads. That is the Bangalore I'm talking about.
I cannot even
Okay.
imagine a Bangalore like that.
Correct. Bangalore is hustle, bustle, hustle, bustle. But this is the Bangalore I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Okay.
Okay. So, very beautiful experience. Okay. A lot of,
Uh-huh.
like you've heard in Clubhouse, a lot of ups
Yes.
and downs have happened in my life, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't regret any of them. A very lovely time. We dealt essentially in women's wear.
Mm-hmm.
And in India, women, they
Mm-hmm.
come in all shapes and sizes. They don't come in only one size. And earlier,
Yeah.
there used to be clothes known as free size.
Yes.
Correct?
Right.
So whether the lady is like this, she's a little velvet, or she's like this, everybody is supposed to fit into that.
Very true.
So either you look like a scarecrow, where on a thin person you drape something and you're standing like this, or it
Yeah.
is tight here, it is tight here. So we came up with concept of fits. We used
Mm-hmm.
to make clothes for a pear-shaped woman. Now, pear-shaped woman is the one who has a bigger tummy and bigger belly. She's smaller on top.
Oh,
And
okay.
90% of Indian women, well, I would say not 90%, now say 70% of the women fall into their bracket where they're small on
Very true.
top, tummy and butt
Yes.
is big. So when you
Mm.
are many of the times buying a ready-made, if it fits you on top, it doesn't fit down. If it fits down, it doesn't fit top. Either one of the
Right.
two fits, you have to sacrifice.
Yes.
So we used to make and sell garments which were
Mm-hmm.
as though, Kirti, I have taken measurement of your body and stitched for you.
Ah,
And even today, I closed my
okay.
business at close to 24 and a half years. Even
Mm-hmm.
today, customers swear by us and our clothes.
Ah,
The quality, the fit, the stitching, it will not fade out, it will not tear. I've heard stories over the years of, the women don't want to give up the kurta. They have
uh-huh.
worn it outside like anything. All right. Now, I don't know if you saw the
Yeah.
video which I put up yesterday, this
Uh-huh.
Kacha Badam wala. In that, I'm
Yes,
wearing a
yes.
red color dress.
Yes, yes, I saw that.
That red color dress is from my brand. And that
Which is
dress which I'm
25 years.
having, yes, and that
Oh,
dress is safely over 5 or 6 years old.
okay.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And even today, when I wear it, it will not look like a very old garment.
No, it
We
doesn't
dealt
look.
in, correct, we dealt in that kind of fabric. So I have women
Ah.
telling me stories that, how many years they wore it out
Mm-hmm.
and then they started wearing it at home and then people
Yes.
got pissed off. So from that, they have cut and made maybe baby
Oh.
clothes or they made pillow covers. Or if nothing, now it is going, the fabric, they will,
Yeah.
have the small pieces, the chindis, and then they're using it for dusting kapda. They
That's
don't want to throw it away.
yeah.
All right. They
Okay.
last that much. I've had
Mm-hmm.
customers walking into the store wearing a garment which I've sold to them 15 years back.
Oh, a lot of nostalgia.
Yes, yes. So that
Yeah.
that was what we were doing. We also
Mm-hmm.
did something which is known as Indian maternity and nursing wear, where
Yeah.
again, clothes made for how the body is growing. The lady should be
Mm-hmm.
able to wear the garment post pregnancy also to nurse her baby.
Yeah.
And we came up
Mm-hmm.
with the concept of discreet nursing. Like
Okay.
women in between. There were a lot of these articles which we were reading that people are going
Mm-hmm.
and telling somebody who's sitting in Coffee Day or Barista or Starbucks and all, can you cover yourself up? You're exposing your boobs. Otherwise, they are all willing to
Yeah.
see the boobs, but when a baby is having milk, people take
Right.
objection. Right? You
Yes.
are being obscene. So we
Right.
made clothes where sitting in public, the woman's body
Mm-hmm.
will not be on display.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a whole lot of those things. But, well, as they say, what is destined happens. A lot of things went wrong, a lot of mistakes
Mm-hmm.
we made, which in hindsight, I wouldn't call it a mistake, it's a learning experience. But a lot of
Very.
things up and down. Then the online, everything came up, then the GST, then the note bandi, and everything contributed to a level where I wasn't in a position to carry on. So in October
Mm-hmm.
of 2018, took a decision to close down the business. It was
Mm-hmm.
not an easy decision. You can imagine it's like
I
another
know.
baby of mine, 24 and a half
Yes.
years.
Yes.
So I took the decision of, rather not I, we as a family, we took a decision that let's close down.
Mm-hmm.
And this happened in 31st October 2018. Month of
Mm-hmm.
November was, used in winding up the store and all. And I remember this
Mm-hmm.
was December first week.
Mm-hmm.
My husband, he is my spiritual guru. He had come
Mm-hmm.
down to Bangalore and
Mm-hmm.
he sat and had a conversation with me. He
Mm-hmm.
said, Ki, what do you plan on doing? I said, I don't know because I still owe a lot of people money and I have to run the house. So maybe I'll go look for a job. Now, in the meantime, in the past years, I had gotten an offer to be in an ad. And that's how my acting journey had started. This is something I wanted to do since childhood. So at the age of 51, I came into an ad for the first time. Okay.
Wow.
And yeah. So I was always looking to do more and more. But I think, I think your network had an issue. For a moment, you froze.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
You're back. So that's how my journey had started. And I really want to do more. But Bangalore, though it is a growing industry, but still there is limitation vis-a-vis Mumbai. So when I was having this conversation with my husband, he said, you're 55 years old. Who will give you what job? Tell me. They'll pay you 25,000, 30,000, 35,000. Max, chalo, people will give you 50,000. They won't give you more than that. Okay? Is that going to help you? No, it's not going to help you. Do you want to sit at home? I said, I cannot sit at home. There is something biting me in the butt. What do I do with all this energy which I have in me, right? I can't be sitting at home. And then, everyone around, my children were also there. They're all looking at each other. My daughter doesn't live in India. So I think she was there in India at that time. I don't recollect. But they're all like, if mama is going to be at home all the time, maid, mother-in-law, son, everybody's pulling their hair out. Because I'm continuously telling, do this, do that. See, this is not done properly. That I don't let anybody in peace because I cannot be sitting quiet. So they're all like, it's better this woman is doing something and she's not at home. So then he told me, he reminded me that you were saying long back that Mumbai has way more opportunities for you than Bangalore. So he says, why don't you go to Mumbai and try? I said, Mumbai, go alone? Are you sure? He said, ha. Now imagine till the age of 55, whatever I have done, I've not had anybody with me per se, but always it's been a very protected atmosphere.
Right.
And all of a sudden, I'm told, go out into the ocean and learn to swim.
Oh my God.
Okay. Here I'm in a kiddie pool, learning to just splash my hands and legs. And there I am told, no, now you have to jump into the ocean and you have to learn to swim. So he said, it's a challenge. You think you can't do it? I thought about it and initially I was a little nervous and I said, I don't know. And this and that and all. So he's like, you sure? Mumbai is home ground for you, right? I said, but I haven't been in Mumbai for 25 years. In a year or two, things around, everything changes. I only know main places. Beyond that, I don't know. And today, I don't know anybody in Mumbai. Just think about it. See if you want to do it. And that idea really excited me. And there was a lot of cogitation happening. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Now, the biggest thing which we all think about when we are starting something new is what if I fail? That's the first thing which hits a person's mind. For me, the first thing which hit my mind was, what if I succeed? I didn't think about failure. I thought about success. I said, what if I succeed? And me not taking that step, I will never come to know whether I'm going to succeed or fail.
Correct.
For either of the two to happen, I need to take my step. I need to put my best foot forward and take the step. So then that is the only way I'll come to know whether actually there is something in me or no. I think I'm a very good actor, but that will only, if I get work, only then it will happen. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So I said, okay. And in Jan, I came to Mumbai to search for a place to stay. I didn't like most of the places I saw, but one place was a PG and I found it very nice. I was living with the house owner itself. A small, very, very small chotu room in my life. I've never stayed in that smaller room. Not even a 10 by 10 ka room I was staying. And I shifted. So I shifted 29th of January 2019. So it is just 3 years since I moved to Mumbai. So this has been my journey into Mumbai.
I cannot have anything to say, because when you're saying, I could actually imagine that you're traveling and you're just going like from the life of an entrepreneur, you moved out to no, give a surprise. And I just love the one thing which you said is that I was not worried about my failure. I was just thinking that what if I succeed? And I was like, what? What did you say? Actually, can you just repeat once again? Because I doubt like no one thinks in that way. Everyone, like a normal human, everyone actually thinks that what if I fail? But I like this mantra. I think we are probably everyone needs to think about that. But don't think about that you fail. Think about, okay, what if I succeed? What will happen then? Wow. And that is where the entry of the acting started, if I'm right.
Yes. I was very blessed. In fact, the day I landed, a day prior to that, I had one casting person reach out to me from Mumbai and asking me, whether I would like to be in a serial. And I said yes. He says, but ma'am, you are not in Mumbai. I said, yeah, but I'm coming to Mumbai tomorrow. So he says, oh, you're coming to Mumbai tomorrow? Are you only coming for us? I said, no, I'm shifting to Mumbai. He said, ma'am, the moment you land, I need to see you in my office.
Nice.
I said, okay. I went. That particular role for which I auditioned, I didn't get because I had very short hair at that time. So they needed a little bit of longer hair. Now, I was out on some street in Mumbai buying something for myself. And 8 o'clock in the night, I get a call from this same person. Says, ma'am, the channel people have seen your pictures. And in one of the serials that is on air right now, we need a Parsi auntie. Will you do the Parsi auntie's role? It is there tomorrow. The shoot is there. It's at Film City. I said, and then I asked him, what is the money? So the money offered was very less. So I said, no, yaar, I have no intention of doing this 1 day, 2 day in serial, because that will actually, put me into that bracket that I'm a person who only does that, and I don't want to do that. He told me, listen, who comes to Mumbai without any project in hand and gets to shoot the very next day? Okay? Why are you kicking Lakshmi out of your house? Even if it is little money, you're getting something which nobody can say that they came to Mumbai and that day they bagged the role.
Right.
People come with pre-signed projects. Correct? They have already been signed projects and all, and then they ship. But there is nothing like that which has happened. So this has just fallen into your lap. Why are you saying no? I thought about it for 2 minutes and I said, yeah, what he's saying is so right. I shouldn't say no to it, because how many people will get a shoot immediately the next day?
Right.
So I went for the shoot, and it was something very scary for me. I'll tell you why. Because it was night shoot in Film City. Film City is like, it's in a jungle. Okay, all those who have been to Film City will tell you it is actually a jungle in which they have created studios and this thing at different places. So I asked them, what time will the shoot be getting over? Ma'am, 2 baje khatam hoga. 2 a.m. it will get over. And I'm like, 2 a.m. in Bangalore, and dare not think about being out on the road at 2 a.m. And everybody says, Arey ma'am, this is Mumbai. Nothing will happen to you. Even the rickshaw wallahs will drop you home very safely. And I couldn't believe it. And I am like literally like this, oh my God, see the time. And we actually finished it somewhere around 1:30. And the lady I was living with, she is like, she couldn't get through to my phone because in Film City connectivity was not there. So she's like, where is this woman? She's just come to stay with me. Already did something happen to her. She's there. I don't have a family number. I don't have any contact. I don't know how to search her. So she had that. And then I reached home at what? 2 or 2:15 or 2:30 a.m. is when I reached home. And she stayed up. She's like, oh my God. I was more scared than you. I said, everybody told me this is Mumbai, it is safe. Yeah, but you just came last night, right? And what is it? So this was, something which was very beautiful, which happened literally the moment I landed in Mumbai.
Yeah, and I think we probably need to thank the person who actually made you to rethink, and that was a real truth, isn't it? Like everyone comes there and they don't get a work, but you were so lucky enough. I think luck plays a bit of a role in our life as well, because you were so lucky enough to get a call on the same day and to start your career, and that was so beautiful. I think destiny was there that you are into acting. There is no way that you have to just turn back and go back. I think that is something which was an example for that. And you seriously had a lot of challenges.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was asking if you definitely had a lot of challenges to face in the initial stages, or it was easy
Yes.
for you because.
No, there were a lot of challenges, and my
Mm-hmm.
family had given me a 6 month timeline. That in 6 months' time, if I am not able to do something worthwhile, I
Mm-hmm.
will come back home to Bangalore. And it
Oh.
cannot be like this, what you see as the extra cast, or just in the
Okay.
background somewhere.
Mhm.
Not that. It needs to be something proper. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Mumbai is a place, though there are challenges, but I
Mm-hmm.
met a lot of people who really went out of their way to guide me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I used to land up in, the casting director's offices, the production house offices and all. And somebody will come and say, Arey ma'am, the time for just giving a walk-in introduction is from this time to this time. Okay. And
Oh.
then somebody will come from behind and literally give a pat on that person's head and say, hey, auntie ko kyun fir se bulata hai? Nahi ma'am, you come, we'll take your. So my silver hair
Yeah.
was a very big advantage because people used to actually, be more helpful. I'm
Correct.
not saying they are not helpful to the youngsters. They
Yeah.
are very helpful. Okay. So any
Mm-hmm.
youngsters who listen in now or later, they are very helpful. You need to show your sincerity.
Yes.
So for about the first 6 months, though I did do a lot of work, but I did a lot of networking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I walked and walked and walked and walked to a lot of production houses to meet casting directors, coordinators. I don't know how many auditions I've gone for. And I started creating a network. And network
Uh-huh.
is the what is really helps. So anybody wants to do anything, network creation is the most important thing.
Yes.
Okay. That network which I created, the first
Okay.
lockdown which we had about 2 years back, when I
Mm-hmm.
came back to Mumbai, because of
Mm-hmm.
my network, I had a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people reach out to me directly without coordinator. Now, a coordinator takes a cut in the middle. A
Mm-hmm.
casting director is a direct casting, so we are not paying any
Uh-huh.
commission.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of work directly with the casting directors, and I got a
Okay.
lot of work, and all of
Uh-huh.
it only happened only because of the network. Even
Network.
today, there is a tremendous amount of work which I'm doing. It is happening mainly because of the network which has been created. The network, the goodwill, all these
Yes.
things, they really matter. And that is how one gets more work.
And I think, Kalpana ma'am, one of the most beautiful thing about you, which I felt, even though we haven't met till now, this is the first time we're going live together, but the simplicity that you carry is one of the best thing about you. You don't actually know think, or you don't actually have that kind of attitude that I'm an actor, so I don't have to actually respond back. Because when I was messaging you yesterday, I was, to be very honest, I was a bit doubtful whether would you respond back to my message. Would you actually remember that we have spoken clubhouse? And even if you remember, would you feel like, okay, why should I actually respond back? But you were so quick to send me a number, and you gave me a call, and you said that it's okay, I will go ahead. So I think that is the most beautiful thing about you. Rather than anything that you said, I think simplicity is the key word of you, I guess. And has everyone said about this? I don't know. Has everyone? Does people say about it?
Yes. So what happens is, Kirti, I'll tell you. Okay. End of the day, all of us,
Mm-hmm.
whether we take even somebody who is coming to help us at home, a maid,
Mm-hmm.
somebody who is
Mm-hmm.
sweeping the staircase, or somebody who is doing any work, you take
Mm-hmm.
from the smallest to the biggest. Okay. You take Mukesh Ambani or you take a sweeper on the road.
Yes.
Everybody, end of the day, is working to fill their stomach and run their house.
Right.
All right. So first, it is very important to give people respect. It's very
Yes.
important. It's very
Mm-hmm.
important to respond. I don't reply yesterday, like I told you. I don't reply to people who are harassing me, who are troubling me.
Mm-hmm.
I end up
Mm-hmm.
blocking them. Okay, but I do tend to reply. In fact, most people in DM in Instagram, they will
Mm-hmm.
ask me, is that really you, or are we speaking to somebody who's managing your account? Because they don't, they wonder, like, how can me answer directly? I'm like, why am I great? I don't think I'm great. I'm just a person, and I'm over here. If somebody is writing to me, the least decency I can have is to reply. All right. Some people I don't reply, which is very obvious why. But most of the people I tend to reply because I
Mm-hmm.
think it is the one thing to be done. We are human beings. We are social people. First thing is you be respectful and you be nice to people.
Yes.
When you are nice to people and you are respectful towards people, they will equally respond back to you. I don't think in this way that one, I'm older, I have gray hair, so you need to respect me. No. I'm an actor, so you need to respect me. No. I am this, so you need to respect me. No. If I misbehave, even you will not want to say aap in Hindi, you will end up saying tu.
Tu.
Okay? But
Yeah.
this thing is, even if I'm speaking to, say, a spot boy or a production dada or somebody, makeup artist or, anybody, costume, I will always speak with respect. I will always say aap.
Mm-hmm.
I will not say tu. I will not make them feel smaller. They will tell me, "Arey ma'am, aap to hamare mummy jaise hain." I say, "No, but this is how I am." Moment I speak in Hindi, I will 99.99% of the time say aap and not say tu.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what makes the very big difference. And I speak to them very nicely. I speak to them very respectfully. I want a glass of water. I want a bottle of water. I say, "Dada, pani chahiye dada." "Haan ma'am, abhi lata hu." That is the response I will get. But if I say, Spot, pani dena. Even if they hear you, they don't want to.
They will ignore.
It is their job. They will do it.
Yes.
But it depends upon how they are going to do it. Because respect everybody wants. Everyone. And
100%.
I think that we keep that in life. We will always remain humble. And that is where I think the simplicity factor which you're saying is what comes in. Because I don't think I'm anybody great. I think I'm a very, very normal, down-to-earth human being. This is today that few people are maybe recognizing me or know me. Tomorrow, nobody will know me. But the one thing which people will remember me by ever is that I spoke two nice words.
And I think, Kalpana, one more thing people will definitely remember you is that age is just a number, because you're a clear-cut example. Of course, there are a lot of people, especially women, when they're into the 50-55, they actually think it's a retirement time. Like, it's time for us to actually retire from every single thing. You might be a grandmother, you will take care of the family, but you are a person who actually started your career at the age of 55, who decided to travel to Mumbai and just explore acting, which is like a 50-50 chance or like an 80-20 chance, but you thought you'll just explore. So I think people will definitely, yeah, seriously. So I think that is something which people will definitely get inspired. Like, okay, so now Kalpana can do it, then definitely we should probably try it out. At least you're in Mumbai. We didn't travel from Bangalore. You're still in Mumbai and we got to do it. So that is one more thing I'm sure that people will definitely think. The grey hair, the mummy type of thing, the Parsi auntie, but still a lot of energy, and the energy part which comes out. So that's one thing which I feel.
My friend Rani has written.
She's a superwoman.
Rani has written.
100% she's a superwoman.
Thanks, Rani.
Along with that, Kalpana, I know I have said that you are an actor, you have been working with a lot of things. I would really love you to share your journey as an actor. I know that you've worked with a lot of wonderful productions and great actors. I want you to actually tell us that who were the real heroes that you have worked out, and you feel so happy for that still.
So a lot of first happened in my first 6 months itself, which is my the challenge period which my family had thrown me. I remember, I think it was 30th ko I did the serial, and I think a week or 10 days later, I don't know, OneDrive will one of these days throw up what date I did the shoot. But that time there were elections happening in India 3 years back. Okay, and there was this voting video which was to be made. And I had, so in Mumbai, the way it works is there are WhatsApp groups on which these casting requirements come. So somebody's one casting requirement had come, and I had sent that person my profile and that I'm interested and all of that. And he reached out to me, and I had that day in the morning gone for a lot of auditions. And after coming from a cool Bangalore, February in Mumbai, that time wasn't cold for me. It was very hot. So I was very hot and tired. And so this person calls me. Right. And he says ki, ma'am, there is one voting video. Ek voting video mein karna hai. Aap karenge kya? I said, listen, boss, no political party, because I'm very scared. Okay. One party will say, why did you do with that? That party will say, why? I said, please. I'm very scared of doing for any political party. So he says, no ma'am, this is no political party. This is to tell people to vote. I said, okay. So he said, ma'am, this is with SRK. I didn't hear clearly. I said, ma'am, Shah Rukh Khan. I said, what? I said, Shah Rukh Khan, arey yaar, there will be 100 people with him. Ma'am, do you know a little bit of dancing? I said, a little bit I can shake my body. But I said, listen, his video means there will be 100 people, I will not be visible. Because my family is that this thing was there, right? And I'm like, no ma'am, he does not want so many people. He wants just maybe 7 or 10 people. And if you say yes and they like, then you will be one of those because you fit the profile. They needed a Parsi auntie look.
Okay.
So I said, okay. And I was napping, okay? Then his call comes again. Ma'am, you need to be in, I think his office is in Khar. You need to be in Khar at in half an hour or 45 minutes. I said, whoa, wait, 1 minute. What? Ma'am, you're selected. I said, really? Huh, ma'am, you're going to be dancing with Shah Rukh Khan. I said, oh, shit. I don't believe this.
I could feel the excitement.
I said, a half an hour I can't reach because I have to still change and all. I said, it'll at least take me an hour. That's okay, but at least in 1 hour you need to reach. I said, evening traffic and all. Ma'am, you reach, you go. I said, okay, fine. And I really can't believe it. I was with him. Okay. So I did this voting video with him. And I am visible in the voting video. So it was like on... And then he took a picture with all of us individually, Shah Rukh. So I have a picture standing with Shah Rukh and I'm like, ha ha ha, Shah Rukh Khan ke saath.
मन में लड्डू फूटने लगे.
एकदम. He is a, come on yaar, he is the Badshah, he is the king of romance. Yeah. A photo with him means it is like too much, right?
Right.
Then in the month of March, now after that I just continued my work. I had gone to meet one coordinator, which a lot of the people whom I had already like sort of connected with in the industry, they had told me, listen, don't go to meet that person because, you know, he only gives the very, very small roles and all of that and all. You will not, nothing will work. I said, so many stones I'm throwing. One more stone, what difference does it make? I'm going to so many places now, one more place. I have decided I'm going to go and meet him. I'm going to go to meet him. Now, by the way, I used to keep a diary with me with a list of who all I need to meet. After I met, I would cancel it out. So I was literally making like a to-do list. Who all I have to meet in which area. And then earlier I didn't have the sense. So I will go here, then I will go there, then I will go there. And then, oh no, I have to also go back there. I've done all that madness because new. So I didn't know areas and all. Anyway. So I went and met this guy and I had, the gentleman is a Maharashtrian, had a long chat with him. And I told him, I said, listen, this kind of work and all, I don't want to do. So he's like, how many languages do you know? So I thought, he said, okay, can you just do an intro in all the languages? I said, yeah, fine, we'll do it. So we did all of that and all. He calls me in the month of March. Okay. And he said, ma'am, there is a movie. Okay, it's actually a Tamil movie. I said, man, I don't know Tamil. No, ma'am, you have to speak in Hindi. They are going to dub in Tamil.
Okay.
I said, okay, fine. So he said, ma'am, this is a movie with Rajinikanth. And he said it very fast. I said, wait, hold on. Movie is with whom? He said, with Rajinikanth. I said, okay, I thought I will be one of the characters. No. You are having scenes with Rajinikanth. Those are confrontational scenes. You have to confront him. You're going to be shooting with him. You can do it. I said, of course I can do it. Why can I not do it? So he's like, okay, you have to do auditions. They sent me a script and I was kept on asking. They kept on saying iterations. Do it in English, do it in Hindi. You know, make your hair flat behind all your hair which comes like, you know, put it back. Make a very strict look. Do this, do that. I did. Whatever they asked for, I did. Okay. So I was told, you're confirmed. Then I get a call. No, they need you to do one more audition, which will decide whether you're in or whether you're out. Okay. So I said, all right. But now for this, whether you have to make your hair wet, put wax, do whatever, absolutely flat. And keep a very serious look and do the same audition. I said, okay. I did it. An hour later, I get a call. Ma'am, you are in. And that was my movie debut.
Wow.
And this was my scene with Rajini ji was on the Murat day of the film in Mumbai.
Ha.
And I was very nervous, okay? And everybody on the set knew that this is my first movie, that I've never faced a camera for the big screen. So they were all like, oh my God, how much of a fuck up is she going to do? How many retakes is she going to take? This, that, other things and all. So, you know, they used to all, ma'am, are you ready? Ma'am, are you ready? You know, sir does everything in one take, two take. Ma'am, please don't take this thing and all. So I was like, you know, will you, because I believe a lot of the very good actors also, when they go in front of these big superstars, they forget their lines, they make mistakes, they will fumble and all. You won't do that. I said, he's a human being, I'm a human being. He's an actor, I'm an actor. When we are on the set, though he is a superstar, but he is playing a character and I'm playing a character. So why should I be scared? And I have heard that he's a very nice gentleman and that he's, you know, he makes the artist very comfortable. So I am not afraid. And I said, we will do it. Okay. And you know, you won't believe it. Even my shot happened in 2 takes. And the director was very happy. Yeah. The director was very happy. Everybody was very happy that I didn't take a lot of footage. I didn't take too many takes and retakes and retakes. All of that didn't happen. And it went very beautifully. I shot with him. Then there are separate scenes of mine in the car. I had a lot of fun doing that. Okay. So I'm in this now, since I'm human rights commissioner, right? So in that Tata Sumo, I am sitting in the front. And, you know, there is a vehicle in front playing the siren, something which we normally see on the road. Siren is playing and the vehicles are going on. So I'm in that. So this shoot can only be done on a Sunday because the police give only permission to shoot on a Sunday. And because these people have permission, they can break any red signals and go, they will not be charged. Okay? And the director is saying, go, 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 go. And from this side, the traffic is on. And I'm like, will the car come and hit us because their signal is on and we are breaking a red signal and going? So then the director is saying, so there was a walkie in this thing. Arey ma'am, you look straight, nobody will come and hit the vehicle. You focus on what you have to do. So that was something which was like, you know, out of the world, having roaming around the streets of Mumbai and the siren is just playing so loudly, and that's what made it a lot more fun. I also had scenes with one scene with Nayanthara, and one scene is their party scene with Dilip Tahil and everybody and all. So yeah, but when the movie released on 9th, 2 years back, 9th of January, 2 years back. So Darbar has just completed 2 years and 1 month of release. I remember I couldn't go to see it in Mumbai because I was leaving on 10th to go to Chandigarh, and because I made this, you know, the change at the post 50, so I was invited to do a TEDEx talk.
Okay.
And I was going to Chandigarh for that. 10th was my flight. And I had to be ready. So I didn't get a chance to go see the movie on 9th. But a lot of the people who I know, they had gone to see, a lot of them were seeing the Tamil movie, a lot of them were seeing the Hindi version. And people were actually sending me screen guards. And they said, Kalpana, literally all the scenes that you have spoken about are there. I was very surprised. We saw a little of the movie in Chandigarh, and I realized that, you know, all my scenes are there. So in a Rajnikant movie, I have a 10 to 12 minute screen space. For me, it was like, oh my God, in a Rajnikant movie, I'm visible. Because obviously they are superstars. It is more, people are there to see them. They're not there to see you. Yes, the team is required, but the movie runs because of them, right? So one has to accept that fact and understand it. So that was with him. Then I got a call from somebody else to be a judge in Dabangg 3 with Salman Khan.
Okay.
So first I did with SRK, then I did with Rajnikant, then I did with Salman Khan. And my work was liked by Prabhudeva ji as judge in Dabangg. So Radhe, when they were shooting for one scene, they called me. And though they shot with me, he was very happy with my work and all of that. But in the final shoot, my shot has been canned.
Okay.
But I have been given, in the credits, my name is there. So I have an IMDb credit that I have acted in this movie called Radhe, but I am not visible in the movie. I'm like, okay, somewhere my name has come, now I'm okay.
Very true. And the network is also expanding.
So my first 6
That's
months,
awesome.
the condition which the family had kept that I need to do something worthwhile, I fulfilled it. Okay. So there is one thing I'll say here, that when I was, you know, in the flight or on way from Bangalore home to the airport, in the flight, and when I got down, in Hindi they say, "Sar pe kafan bande junoon leke nikli main," meaning I have taken it as
Yes.
I am going to make this a success. Sar pe kafan bande means, when a person dies, they put that
Dies,
cloth,
you
right? The
actually,
kafan.
yes.
Yeah. So I literally took that in me, that I am not going to go back to Bangalore with my tail between my legs. This is going to happen. Okay. So everybody who is listening, okay, I'm as normal as all of you are. I'm as equal a lay person as each and every person is. Today, there are a lot of examples. Yesterday, Kirti, I was telling you an example of this very popular song, Kacha Badam. Okay?
Yeah.
On which whoever is watching, please go and see my silly reel which I made with my co-host yesterday. Just see that man. I was telling you his story yesterday, which I read yesterday in the morning. He wanted to be a musician always. Okay? But life, earning a living, running a family and all, he never got to do it. But he used to just keep on humming, songs while he was doing his work and all of that. And he had made this song Kacha Badam, which is talking of peanuts. Okay. And somebody just recorded it and they put it. Today, that person is so famous.
Right.
Okay. I was telling you about this lady who is also known as Laddu Dadi.
Yes.
Harpreet ji, her name is. At the age of 90, she told her daughter, my only regret is I have never earned money for myself. I've always been a housewife, I've never earned money. And the daughter says, Ma, you make amazing laddus. Why don't we tell people that, you're selling these laddus? And today at what? I think she's 95 now, not 94, 95. Her laddus are supplied the world over. And she gives work to a lot of the, women in and around their area. And she's supporting so many other women with her work. And the first money which she got, she said, oh my God, meri pehli kamai. Okay. There is this another lady. She is earning money from YouTube and from Instagram because of the followers and all she has. Her name is Ravi Bala. After her husband passed away, she had taken training earlier. After her husband passed away at the age of 62, to be able to come out from what she's going in through, after losing her husband, she started dancing. And she started putting up those videos. She is today a sensation. These are all normal people. Now, if you want a very big name, Mukesh Ambani was a normal person, no?
Yes.
Not Mukesh, sorry, his father. I'm sorry. His father was a normal person, isn't it? Dhirubhai Ambani was a normal person.
Right.
He wasn't somebody who was born into a very big industrialist family. From there he came up. You take Sam Walton. He was also a very simple person. From there they came up. Today Walmart is such a big name.
Right.
Don't ever think that, oh, I am no one, I am this. But understand, a big oak tree comes from that small seed of acorn. The only thing is, our mind stops us. And biggest of all, the people around us. They want to pull us down.
Yes.
They don't want us, they don't want us to succeed. You know why they don't want us to succeed? Because then they will have to look up to us. I had a lot of people who, when I moved to Mumbai, I heard a lot of shit from people. Okay. They are like, yeah, your husband isn't spiritual. And, because financially he's not been supporting you all. So you need to do all this. Is this your age to be running around to all production houses and casting directors and going for so many, this is an age to basically just take a chill pill and sit at home and, why are you doing all this? That's because of your husband, poor you. I said, hello, I'm doing it because I want to do. Because there is something in me. Okay? And I said, and whatever has happened in my life, yes, I went through hell, but I have preferred taking the good from all of it. Today, I wouldn't be here. Today, Kirti wouldn't be speaking with me had I remained the dutiful wife who stands behind her husband. Yes, I was very happy doing even that. Okay, but today I wouldn't be sitting here. Today, I wouldn't get to be the bundle of energy and positivity that I am. All right?
Right.
Yes, because of adversity, I came up. But you don't need to wait for adversity in your life. Speak to the people around you. Tell them that, listen, I want to do something which will make me happy. Can you please support me in this? Because when you're talking about women who are 50, 55, 60, they have finished taking care of the family. The children are grown up. Okay? Now the husband also does not need that much looking after and all of that. I'm not saying don't take care of your grandchildren. Okay? But you don't just necessarily need to be an unpaid ayah for your children. Yes, your children must be taking care of you. I don't deny. But what about the whole lot of talent which is sitting inside of you? So many people can benefit from that. Okay, yesterday I was telling you, so you told me that, women in Kerala, they are having a little bit of hesitation that they cannot speak English.
Yes.
Please, make your videos in Malayalam. There are Malayalis sitting the world over who want to know all these old traditional ways of cooking, making things, doing things. It may be so many different things. It may not be just cooking. It may even be the art, which is the traditional art, which you know. They don't know because they have moved away from all of this. So the talent which is sitting inside of you, take it out. Do something. And if people are not supporting you, they're trying to pull you down, actually tell them, I have said this on Clubhouse. I've avoided saying it live, but I'm going to say it. Tell them, fuck you. I want to do something. Because it is for my happiness. Why a woman is not allowed to be happy? The only role she is allowed to play is first be a daughter. Okay? Dutiful daughter. Then get married, be a dutiful wife. Be a dutiful mother. Be a dutiful daughter-in-law. Be a dutiful grandmother. Hello. She is not just that. She is so much more. Today, none of you would be there if the woman is not there. None of the guys will be there if the woman is not there.
100%.
Science has not advanced to the limit where, you don't need a woman to produce a child. You still need to put an embryo inside a woman to get a baby. There is so much a woman has. Tremendous amount of energy and talent. And please take it out. Speak to women like Kirti. Speak to me. We will give you the encouragement. We will tell you how to do it. Because today, that is what is very important. Today, the older generation is a very, very big population of the world. Our country and the world. And if this population doesn't work, what is going to happen? Very soon, the younger generation is going to be like, hello, we can't support so many of the older people. Now, it's not necessary that you're only doing it to earn money. But you get to earn money also. Ravi Bala ma'am didn't start it for making money. But today she's making so much money. Madhuri Dixit also mentioned her. Because she has such amazing dancing talent. Where did she start from? Did she start from already being a big artist? No, she started very small. She started very small. Okay, so there is some very beautiful kala sitting in each and every person, man, woman, everybody. Don't just sit at a home, make your ass fatter and just crib, because that is what people do, right? They're only sitting at home. My husband, my wife, my children, my daughter-in-law. Oh my God. Hello, please get out of that. Yeah, the world is so beautiful. Do something. Don't just sit. And this goes out to everybody who's going to listen in now and in the future. Reach out to people like us who will motivate you. Start. Don't let it hold you down. Because we only live once, yeah. Be happy and then die, no. Rather than being crabby, cranky. When you're crabby and cranky, nobody wants to talk to you. I was telling you, Kirti, yesterday, that if I'm only going to crib and talk to you about the troubles which I have faced, you will not want to listen to me beyond the first 1 minute or 2 minutes. You will have spaced out. Right? Because it's like, what is the point? Yeah, she's only crying. I have enough troubles of my own. Why do I need to listen to somebody else also who's crying? Come, I'll tell you my troubles. You think your troubles are big, mine are bigger. Isn't that what will happen? But why is it that you're talking to me? Because I'm saying the troubles everybody has. Let's take the good out of it. From every bad situation which is happening. I would rather look at it as, this is a bottle right now in front of me. I will say I at least have so much water which will quench my thirst. I am not saying why isn't the bottle full. Yes, I will be very happy if I have a full bottle. But I'm equally happy because this will quench my thirst and it will stop me if I'm basically facing some throat issue. It will stop me from choking. So to see positivity in whichever situation that we are facing is what is required. Yes, life is tough. It is very tough. I have equally been through those bad days. I had also reached a level in my life where I wanted to take my life because I couldn't face the difficulties which I was facing. I equally went through a lot of depression. Not once, but a couple of times in my life. What I have done is I've made a pillow my best friend. And I've bawled my head out, screamed inside my pillow, and cried and cried and cried and taken it out of my system. Okay? Everybody goes through it. But I stopped myself from taking that step. And that is why I have this tattoo here. This is a tattoo of a semicolon. Semicolon in English language is, it's not a full stop. Life is continuing. This is in solidarity to people who go through depression and difficult phase where they want to end their life. This is to tell them that, see, even I have gone through it. I worked towards it and I came out of it. You can also do it. Don't take that step. So everybody goes through a very, very difficult phase. But what is important is be a winner. In that very bad state, come out. Like, what's his name? In Jab We Met, what's that hero's name?
Shahid Kapoor.
Shahid Kapoor. Shahid Kapoor stands in front of all his shareholders and everybody and says, yeah, sadi band vaji hai. We are lowest of the low. Abhi isse aur niche nahi ja sakte. We cannot go lower than this. Right? So you've gone that deep down in the shit. Now you can't go any. So now the only way is up. It's an attitude.
Yes.
It's an attitude which we need to have. And that attitude is what makes the biggest difference to how we see life. I have been talking too much, by the way.
But no, Kalpana ma'am, no, I would say, no. I hope you remember, I was just telling that there were people who asked me when I planned to start the show that what do you get out of it? And I just said one simple thing is that I don't know whether what others get, but I get to know some people, those who make me inspired or make me to go forward and do a lot of things. So I think today, even if you talk also, I don't know whether whoever is listening right now who would listen later on, but for me it's like, okay, now you gotta go on. There are a lot of people who is going, as you said, अरे आपके बारे में मुझे मत बताओ. I have more than this. I'll tell you about that. But you are just getting the every single thing out by saying that Kirthi, don't stop. Just keep going. We all are there. So nothing much to say, Kalpana ma'am. I just want to just thank you a lot for being a part of this episode. And
I'll tell you one story before we go. Sorry.
Yes,
I'm going to continue a little for 2 minutes more. This is a story from Ramakrishna ji's book. You know Ramakrishna Paramahansa?
Yes.
So this is there in Ramakrishna ji's book. Now in Marathi, we call these holy books are called as Pothi. P-O-T-H-I.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So this is there in the holy book.
Okay.
So there is this one woodcutter.
Mm-hmm.
Every day he's cutting wood in the jungles to take it home to his family. And a sage passes by from there. Okay. So he wishes the sage every day. The sage blesses him. So one day this person is sitting like this. So the sage asks him, what happened? He says, sir, it's very difficult. I don't know how to manage the family, children, wife, is that very difficult. I'm not, able to do anything. So the sage just blesses him and tells him, go ahead.
Okay.
So he's like, what kind of blessing is this? He goes back.
Mm-hmm.
And when he gets into an even deeper trouble, he just mulls over what the sage had told. The sage said, go ahead. So what he does, from the place from where he has been cutting wood, he goes a little ahead.
Mm-hmm.
There he finds a silver mine.
Uh-huh.
He takes the silver, he comes back. They start
Okay.
leading a happier life. Then
Mm-hmm.
he said, go ahead, go further. Okay.
Okay.
So he still goes further. And he
Mm-hmm.
gets a gold mine. He gets home gold and he is this thing. Then
Uh-huh.
after a while he said, Arey, but he had said go ahead, right? Let me go further. Like
Mm-hmm.
that, he also finds a diamond mine.
Mm-hmm.
Now we people cannot, even if we find mines, the government will come and take everything away from us. That is not what I'm telling people to do. The lesson in this story is that we need to go ahead.
Right.
Just step by step by step by step. And things will fall into place. Because I totally believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very great believer of God. I love Krishna. My Lord
Mm-hmm.
Krishna I love. I am a believer of God. I'm a believer in the power of prayer. And trust me, miracles do happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And once you take that firm decision that I am carrying on,
Mm-hmm.
trust me, all the doors and windows may be closed, but somewhere God is opening a small, path. Like they show in all these Harry Potter or in all these wizardry movies and all, that
Yeah.
there is very small place from which you have to pass through. So they will,
Mm-hmm.
all suit up and all, and they will like be going, zing, and then the music will follow, right? And then just at that time when the person is out of the mountain, that thing closes and all. Correct?
Yes.
That's what God does. He opens a very small space for us. We need to have not these eyes, we need to have these eyes from our being inside to see that, and we can go through that. And trust me, you will be taken care of. That's my message before you say
I
something.
just want to say just one thing. I just love you a lot. I could only do
Love you
one thing.
too.
Is there a virtual hug from which I can do from here? For yes, the only thing which I can do to make no for making this episode so beautiful. Like as I say, the beautiful minds. It's like a beautiful mind which you are, and that's what you were actually talking. So with no, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for accepting my invitation and being a part of this episode and sharing such wonderful things with a lot of people. I'm sure that those who are watching right now or later on, those who will be watching it, it will definitely be an eye-opener for many people to actually rethink, like, now let's do something. Don't sit back. It's time for you to go ahead and do a lot of things. So Kalpana ma'am, thank you so much for being a part of this episode.
My pleasure. Let's take a screenshot. Can you take a screenshot so we can put it
Sure,
up?
sure. Definitely, I can do that. So people out there, you cannot get into the screen, only we'll get it down there. So there we go. You ready? You ready? I'll go on.
Always.
There we go. Yes. Okay, so there we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Yes, I've got it. I'll share it to you.
You can send some message. Okay. Your net, you had completely frozen, so I was asking people, can they say?
I was sharing a screenshot with you, so you got it right away in your
Okay, okay.
WhatsApp. I didn't want us
Okay,
to be
okay,
missed
okay.
out. So nothing much to
Okay.
say, Kalpana. I wish you all the very best for all the projects that you're working, and keep rocking, keep spreading the energy and the inspiration that you are giving out and through all your words. Just go ahead, enjoy your life, and be that lovely, bubbly, no, daddy, or whatever you call yourself. You are just thank you so much. And to the audience out there, thank you so much for being such a wonderful audience here. And as you have been always supporting from the beginning of our show till now, keep supporting us. Next weekend, you will have another interesting lady with me to share her story with us. So until and unless we have just got few things to say, just keep smiling, go ahead and stay safe at home, and please take proper care of yourself. So wish you all a very happy, great weekend going ahead. And Kalpana ma'am, thank you so much once again.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
All right then. Thank you
Bye,
so much.
guys.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.